2025 is here, which means we have brand new games that are going to be dropping that I'm excited for. Today, I'm focusing in on 5 titles that we should be seeing this year that, first of all, make me reminisce on the past, and second, that I just can't wait for. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you a bonus game that I want to see come back to the scene in 2025 or beyond. We'll see if the developers can make it happen. Let's get into my number 1. At number 1, we have Killing Floor 3. This was one of the best and more original shooting style zombie games that I absolutely loved playing on Steam back in the day. I love playing specifically Killing Floor 1, where you were able to go through different stages, upgrade your weapons in between waves of zombies that are coming to kill you, and get yourself to the big zombie at the end and continue to the next stage. There was also a massive mod community inside of this as well, so you can have some really fun and exciting custom matches against other players. Really, Killing Floor was one of my favorite zombie shooters of all time. So when I heard about Killing Floor 3 coming back, or actually being released this coming year, I got really excited. It's one that I'm looking forward to in 2025. Next up, coming in 2025, is Borderlands 4, another game that I absolutely love for many reasons. One, this was one of my first looter shooter style games that I dove into, and once I really got to know the genre, I fell in love with it. Looter shooters are the bomb, and the graphics inside of Borderlands are just unparalleled by any other game. It's a great mixture of high quality graphics and comic book graphic style and coloring that I just absolutely love. I find it very enjoyable to play a game like this. The first person element inside of this shooter that gives you tons of custom things that you could get along the way just makes it very, very fun. On top of that, PvE or PvPvE is also a ton of fun. I love teaming up with friends to take on waves of enemies that had come in previous titles. I can't wait to see what Borderlands 4 is going to have in store for us. Is it going to just take us further on the journey, or is it going to give us brand new, more content of different game modes? We'll find out soon. GTA 6. Now, I know everyone in the absolute world is looking forward to GTA 6. The Grand Theft Auto series has been insanely popular, probably the most popular of all games, or close to it, of all time. I'm talking about players that are still playing the game now, 10 years later, players that are making content for it on YouTube so much later. This is a game that everyone has to play, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't even a massive fan of the earlier games in the past, and I know I'm in the minority there, but just because of how popular and big the game is and how custom you can make the experience for yourself, it's something that I really am not going to be able to pass up on, and you will see me making content probably for all of these titles on this channel throughout this year. So if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the sneak peeks, early looks, or guides that I give you for any of these games, or just lists that show you what some games are that are coming up that you could look forward to. Now, let's get on to number 4. Gears of War E-Day. Now, a story goes along with this. Back in the day, I was not big into video games anymore. I played a lot as a child and really got into Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, and all of that. But then I got into fitness and sports and kind of got away from playing video games. But there was one game that brought me back to gaming, and brought me back to gaming for good, and that was Gears of War 1 on the Xbox 360. One day I saw my friend playing it. He was actually my roommate at the time, and I was like, what is this? And that week, I went out and bought a 360, I got Gears of War 1, and we started playing on a regular basis for years. I absolutely love everything about Gears of War. The lore, which I'm not even a big lore guy, the characters, the gunplay, the third-person perspective, the cover system inside of the game, and just everything about Gears of War, how dark it is. So when I hear that a new part of the series is coming, Gears of War E-Day, I get excited as a gamer and as someone that absolutely loves the series. So this is one I will not be missing. This is one I'm going to absolutely love. And this is one that you should also, well, not miss. Doom: The Dark Ages is coming in at number 5. A new Doom game is always a fun one. I'm noticing right now that everything that we're looking at is basically a shooter style game. I guess that's just some of my favorite genre, but Doom games have always been fun since the beginning of time, when they were one of the more original shooting style games, when things were a lot more basic, I guess we could say. So this is another high-paced, high-action, first-person shooter that is just a ton of fun to play. To be honest with you, this is the one that I'm probably the least excited about from the list overall, but there's some heavy competition on this list. With that said, this is another one that I would definitely seek out and try to get into this year and share some content with you guys on the channel, giving you my impressions of the new title. So again, don't miss it. Now I want to finish off today's list with a game called Fear. And Fear 2, and I believe there was even a Fear 3. There is no word of a new Fear title coming, but this is the one that I would love to see revitalized. Fear was a horror-style shooter game which had slow motion mechanics that were actually incredible during combat, as well as flashbacks of the horrific story that had gone on amongst the characters inside of the game. This is a game here, you could tell the graphics are a bit out of date, which is why we need a new version. Bring us Fear 4 or Fear 5. I don't even know if Fear 4 came out. If it did, I happened to miss it. But look at the creepy stuff going on inside of this game. The blood coming down from the ceilings inside of the flashback. The slow motion mechanic inside of the game also was actually incredible. You saw a shot right there in slow motion. Just so different, scary, and satisfying at the same time. So bring us a new Fear title. I would love to see it. Let me know down in the comment section below which games you would like to see come back and revitalized in the upcoming years. And before you go, I have to tell you about my brand new website, echogaming.io. I'll be linking it in the description of this video. Go check it out for all of my content and exclusive material for you guys to check out. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow.